Hey guys, it's Banks from the Game here. I'm sure you guys how to get 100% in Edengate. It's actually a really easy game. You have no enemies and just a collectathon. And basically, it's just you go in from point A to point B most of the time, and you just dragging obstacles to one way or another. Um, and it's pretty much pretty easy. It's like 1 to 2 hours to complete. So we're gonna get right into it right when we get this game started. But that's pretty much it. As I'm be going through there, there's not really that much collectibles since it is an hour or two game. So we're gonna get in, hit new game. So we're gonna be playing as Mia, not to mistake her from Resident Evil 7 in Village as the best boy Ethan. But once she falls to the ground and you pull yourself up, we're gonna start moving. We're gonna hold A for some weird reason.
Mia? Okay. How did I end up here?
I guess it's just to pull herself off the bed. But right when we get started, what we're going to do is we're gonna walk forward and leave out the room.
Hello?
Once we exit out by hitting A on the door, we're gonna go to our left,
Is anybody there?
and you can left click to run, and we're gonna go to our second door on the left, which is the 1A 220. Open up the door, and the paper is gonna be right in front of us. That's gonna be item 1. Make sure to flip it every time there is a chance, because there is a few times where it might not count. So right when you grab that, we're going to turn around and go to the left and follow that pathway all the way to the end.
Hey!
Right when the vision goes away, you can see on the right side there is a bed, a hospital bed, just glowing. We're going to interact with that, and upon doing so, a cutscene is going to play, and we're going to see a door open.
I'm sorry, Mia, but you should have known better. Pushing yourself too hard, not listening to anyone. If you hadn't acted like you were smarter than everyone else... Clear the way, come on!
What was that? What happened here?
So we're going to go towards the doors that open. It's where the sub-int here is. And the goal is to follow the directions to the elevator.
Hello?
So just follow it with the signs. do the double doors, and then to the right, cross the glass bridge,
Weird.
and you're gonna see these two elevators. We're gonna choose the one on the right. We're gonna go inside and interact with it.
No, please.
We're gonna hold A on the door, and she's gonna pull it open. And on our left side, there's going to be another memory. The memories are the glowing things. There's 15 of these throughout the whole game.
Guess I'll take the stairs.
And we're gonna pick up the memory, watch another lovely cutscene. That we cannot skip.
I have nothing more to say to you, Mia.
Oh, you're not listening to me. I figured it out.
Mia, right now, this discussion is over.
Well, you think it's my fault?
It is your fault.
They were so angry. What happened?
Okay, so what we need to do is go behind the desk, and you're gonna see this white triangle pointing you in this direction. We're gonna walk into it. Just squeeze through the gap. Then we're gonna go around the corner. We're gonna circle around. We're gonna go to this blue screen, the computer with the blue screen of death. Pick up the phone. And right when it pulls up, hit Y to flip it. And then drop it back down.
Damage.
We're gonna turn around, and you're gonna see this yellow post-it note right on the ground, right on the table, on the ground. And it's from George. Hit Y to flip it, and then puts it down.
George, date of publication.
And then you're gonna see this little white circle on a bookshelf that just opened up. This won't appear until you pick up those two items. So pick up this up, flip it.
There we go.
The code is right there on the bottom. That is the publishing date, 1978. And that's what we need to put into the door. 1978. We're gonna turn to the left and just follow the
Wait.
path.
Come back. This is crazy.
And eventually you're gonna come to this right side where these knocked over stuff. We're gonna crawl underneath. And on the right side, on the foot of the hospital bed, is going to be our fifth item. Flip it over. Drop
I
it.
wonder if that's any good.
And we're gonna turn back around, and instead of going back underneath, we're gonna turn to the right. And you already can see our next memory right there, right in front of us.
Mia, if this is another crackpot theory,
Listen to me, please. How can something be alive and not alive at the same time?
it's not alive. The science is clear.
It is life, though. It's a part of life. Stick with me. I promise it makes sense.
I'm sorry. But do you realize how you sound right now?
A part of life? What was I talking about?
Right when we get out, it's gonna point you towards the triangle, the small gap. What we're going to do is turn our door to the right. We're gonna open it, and right on the scanner bed, right in front of us, pick it up, flip it over, and that's going to be our lovely 6.
Liam. Of course.
We're gonna go to this door to our left, which is not the way that we came from, but instead of that, we're gonna go to the next few doors. And right when you go to the double doors right here with the blue afterglow, make sure to turn to the left. We're going to grab this balloon with the little note. Make sure you read that. And then what we're going to do is run down the opposite direction so it gets squeezed through a gap. This knocked over desk.
A research lab.
We're gonna go to like the far door at the end. There is a collectible in here, but they won't unlock it until we interact with two
I'll
things.
try my badge here.
So interact with the door, use your badge,
Okay.
walk inside, and you already can see the two highlighted things.
Wait.
So we're gonna interact with the first one
remember
right in the middle of the desk.
Tests. Oh. Well, this is fun.
And then right next to it is the microscope. Look inside of it.
Oh, you aren't listening to me! The whole time I've been on this project, you haven't been listening!
Mia, calm down. This isn't how...
Don't tell me to calm down. You know the risks we're taking.
That's exactly why you need to be reasonable about this.
Then listen to me! If I'm right, we don't have much time.
Right when the cutscene's over, look to your left, and we're gonna go right back into the room that we was in. And in the far back, you can see the periodic table. All you have to do is look at it, and then we're gonna make our way back in the room with the microscope. In the room with the microscope, just make your way to the other side, and you're gonna see a door with the keypad. The code is going to be 3576. 3576. Hit OK.
Scientists.
What we need to do is go left, open up the doors, and make your way down the stairs.
Don't worry, Mia. We'll get through this. Now I'm talking to myself. Great.
Once you make your way down to the bottom, don't go to the door yet, but we're going to turn to the right. And there's going to be our next item. We're going to turn to the left.
Hey!
And just follow along the path.
Okay, that scared me.
And once you come into the room of the lockers, this one's pretty easy. There's 3 items in here, and the first one's going to be our first locker that is open, which is the mug.
Nice.
Continue on to the next locker. It's going to be the picture of the dog.
Oh.
Make sure to flip it. And then once you have that picture of the dog, keep on going until you get to the other side. So just go left. And this is the last one in here. The cookbook.
Maybe I could use that.
Then what we're going to do is go to the double doors. And we're going to go to our right, immediate right. And on the, like in the center of the room, the table, it's going to be our next item.
Probably a good idea.
And you can see the computer with the blue screen of death. We're going to go to the left of that and pull out that drawer. It goes the collection cards. Right after grabbing the collection cards, we're going to turn around and we're going to go just basically across the hallway to go into the next room. We're going to go through the next door. And we're going to crawl underneath.
Will it let me in?
We're going to interact with the box in the left corner. And then we're going to interact with the PC itself.
Whoever works here has an easy job.
At this point, you should have 15 items already used up, if you were counting. But once you come to this door right here, once you like step in a little bit, it will close behind you. You can't go back. So make sure you do have everything. As once you step here, what we're going to do is go to our right and go to this door. And we're just going to go to our left, and you're going to see this pushable barricade that we can do.
I think I can move this.
I don't know why she's moaning. What we're going to do is go to our left. Just keep on following the path. And once you keep on going, it should lead you into a small gap that you can squeeze through.
This is unbelievable.
Keep on following through until you see a glowing memory. Which is the PC.
Look at this. This is worse than I thought.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Yes, we're from Vesta Labs. No, just her. We have an office inside. We do some work on site. You're lucky they're even letting us in right now. This place is a disaster.
The whole city's going to be a disaster.
Don't catastrophize.
I'm being realistic.
Once it's over, go to the middle gate. And right in front of us is going to be our next item. Flip it over. We're going to back out. And we're going to go to our left to another movable crate. If it would grab onto it. This time we're going to go to the right, and you're going to see this white table. Go inside, and on our right is going to be our pin. And that's going to give us Bad Brain Day for the achievement. Now, we're going to turn around, and we're going to go through these blue biohazard doors. Once you go through here, this is going to take us into Chapter 2.
Finally. Oh, come on.
Once we do so, we're going to go down the stairs to the white truck.
How could this happen?
And we're going to squeeze between this car and the white truck.
Hey? Hey? Anyone?
We're going to keep on going further, and you're going to see this white truck, this triangle pointing up. We're going to hop over it. Keep on going, and you're going to see this police car. What we're going to do is go to the left of it, past the traffic, the taxi, and right next to it, if you just go to the slightly to the right, you could crawl underneath. That's horrible. But if you keep going, this is the only way you could come into the park. Right in front of us on this park bench is going to be our next item. The Edge of Life. Once we put it down, we're going to continue going forward. We're going to hop over this barricade. Go to the right, and you're going to see a plaque. Interact with it for a memory.
I have a right to be concerned, Mia.
I said it's a personal decision.
That's exactly the problem. We're dealing with something unknown. It's risky enough for you as it is.
Well, I accept the risk. I need to find the answer, otherwise...
Don't take this all on yourself, Mia. Mia, wait.
I have work to do.
Right when you're out of the cutscene, look to your left, and there's going to be an item, which is going to be a can. Once you put it down, we're going to continue going along with the path behind the statue. And you're going to see it looks closed, but you can actually squeeze through, indicated with the triangle on the ground. And if you keep on going, right where this little street blockade is, I forgot what it's called, to the left of that is a dumpster we could pull back. And then once you pull back, let go through the newly set path, hop over the barricade, and continue going on slightly.
Vesta Labs. I'd better get back to my research.
Go past the red car, and on this wooden barricade right next to the road close sign, on the wooden crates, going to be our next item.
I could never live in a place like that.
We're gonna turn around and we're gonna go. You can see the school bus. We're gonna climb onto it. We're gonna open it right in the front. It does take slightly a little bit
Next
to open
stop,
up.
Convenience store.
Right when it opens up, we're gonna turn to the left, and we're gonna squeeze right through, and follow the path to our left to a memory on the conveyor belt.
That's the thing, Mia. I know you might not see it this way, but I sometimes think you're lucky. You have so much freedom. I'm finally back on track, but when I had the baby, it was like my career got hit by a bus. Just plowed right through it. Anyway, thanks for coming with me. I needed a break.
Right when the cutscene's over, we're gonna go behind the conveyor belt,
Thing the security's on.
and you're gonna interact with the door. You need to come through here to open up the door to progress. But instead of interacting with the keyboard,
I wonder how...
to the right of it is going to be our next item. And then we're gonna back out and interact with the keyboard.
Oh. Never mind.
As you hear that ring, the door is now open, and now we can just continue going further.
Ah. Here's my entrance.
I'm gonna go to the left of the barricade. You can push it from the right, and we're just gonna push it forward. We're gonna go to the newly pathway and go to our right, do the metal barricade, and scan our badge. We're gonna run forward. And to our right, you're gonna see a broken window. Hop through. And to our right, there is a button we can press. So just hit this 10 times.
Better make sure. Now it's super disinfected.
Just say that's probably enough. And then you get the
Fun.
achievement.
I could do this all day. Maybe I will. Okay. I think that's probably enough.
Once you get the achievement, to the left of that is our next note item.
Liam.
And once that happens, we're going to turn around to this door, run through the corridor, past the blue screen to the next door, and we're going to turn to our left, and you're going to see these crates on a... God, what is it called? But we're gonna push it right to the door where we came from. And we're gonna drag it to the right. And underneath these lasers, basically, while we're pushing this, she's gonna push it underneath so we can crawl underneath. So angle it correctly.
There we go.
And then all you have to do is crawl underneath. Look to her right and go to that door. And interact with the keyboard.
All right.
Now we're gonna look to our right. And right in front of us is going to be our item.
Nearer health and spring. I hope so.
Now what we need to do is look to the left. And just go to the store.
Human subjects.
And right when you go to the door, we're gonna interact with this note right here. Item.
Natalie. Always so organized.
Then we're gonna turn around and we're gonna squeeze through this little area. And just continue going forward. And tentacles are gonna start appearing.
What the?
We're gonna crawl underneath it.
Oh, what is this?
And keep on going. But once you get into this room, you go where you can see our next memory on the right side, the heart monitor.
You can't hide from me.
Good night, Mia. Don't stay too late.
I won't. I just feel like I'm on the verge of cracking this.
Don't forget the lights turn off automatically.
I know. I have a backup.
Promise me you'll at least go home to sleep.
Yep. Sure I will. A backup light.
Once the cutscene's over, we're gonna go to our right. And in the corner is a button that we can hit. Turn around. And basically this light is going to shine on the tentacles. So we're going to go down the corridor of the tentacles that were unblocking it. So, and just go to the next door. Head to the left.
It's all over the place here.
Attention.
Follow the tentacle. And then hop over the desk.
Required in this area. Inform your supervisor immediately if you do not have personal protective equipment.
We're going to mess with the lights. We're going to move it to our right.
There we go.
And then from there, we're going to turn to the left. And squeeze to our small little gap right here. And then turn to the left again and go to the door. And once to the door, turn to the right. And we're going to interact with this light by pointing it at the other light. So, like, let me. But just turn it slightly to the left so it could get the tentacle. We're going to run to the other light. And then go to the right corner. Hit the button to activate that light. Go back to that light. And just point it directly into the corner. Or to the point where it will get the tentacle to delete itself. We're going to go to our first light. And we're going to point it towards our right. And get it deleted. And once that starts happening, we're going to go behind the second light. And in this drawer right here, the right drawer, is going to be our item. And then we're going to go right next to the tentacle that we just deleted. The tentacle right here. I mean, the item, the drawer right here. It's going to give us difficult bosses as an achievement, as well as the item. We're going to turn around, go to the door, and we're just going to follow up after a couple of doors. Right when you come to the room with the shelves right on our right, we're going to circle this around to this drawer, our first drawer right in front of us on the right side. This is going to give us a receipt, as well as the code for the door, 0052.
Suspicious.
And then right when you come out, you can see the key code the key card door right there. But instead of going to it, we're going to turn to the left to this desk, the L-shaped desk, to this note item right here. Then we're going to go to the key card door, and to the right of that is going to be our note, our item.
Wonder what she set it to.
Then we're going to mess with the key card door, and that's going to be 0052 from the receipt.
Nice try, Natalie, but you're not stopping me.
We're going to go through a few doors, and you can see the memory right there. So we're going to squeeze right here on the right side. All we're going to be doing throughout this game is just squeezing through things. We're going to go to the door on the left, run through, and we're going to hop over this table by following the path. Hop down, go forward, and turn to our left past the tentacle, and we have our memory.
I'm still not convinced.
We could do some tests.
She makes these leaps of logic that are fanciful at best. Besides, if we spend my funding on... Oh. Hi, Mia.
Don't mind me, just grabbing something.
I think she heard you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd say the same thing to her face.
We're going to turn around, and we're going to grab this trolley right here. And you can see a ghost outline. That's where we need to put it. So just drag it right over there. And just try to pull it right into the spot. And right when it's in the spot, what we're going to do is hop on top of it. And hop on top of the air vent. And we're going to keep on going.
Oh, this better hold.
Keep on going straight until you can hop down. And we're going to go to our door on the left. Keep on following the path. Go to this corridor. We're going to go to the door on our right, immediate right, and then immediate left. And we're going to pull back the trolley. Tentacles are going to come back out, but we're going to go back into the hallway that we just came in through. And before we do hop through the window, we're going to go right past it, and we're going to grab this item. Or when we grab the item, we're going to hop through the window. And we're going to crawl underneath the... tentacles. No, I had a brain fart for some weird reason. And then we're going to squeeze right through our amazing gap. Amazing gameplay. Continue going along with the path, and you're going to see this light pointing through these two containers. Before we do interact with any of this, we're going to go past the light, and we're going to mess with this graffiti. That's going to be 1 out of 10.
Brain? Oh, brainwashed. Maybe.
Now we're going to go back to the crates, go to the right side of the right
They've spread
of the
outside now,
container.
too, whatever they are.
We're going to pull back the dumpster so the light can shine on the tentacle. And once he does that, we're going to go to the path that the tentacle released. Right when you squeeze through, go to our right, climb on the wooden pellets, and climb on the shipping container. We're going to run across and follow the path to the generator. We're gonna go behind the generator for the generator notes that just basically tells you what to do. We'll just close the choke, hit the ignition, then open. So that's what we're going to do. We're gonna go to the generator. You could do this as many times as you want. So we're gonna hit the choke button by flipping it, go to ignition, and then open up the choke by flipping it. It's gonna reveal the tentacle. And once we go to that door, that's gonna bring us into chapter 3. Make your way to the top of the ladder. And all you have to do is just go to our left and just follow the path across the scaffolding until you meet the ladder. And we're gonna climb down. And behind the ladder, as you can see right there, the graffiti, that's gonna be our second one.
Better things are coming. I'd like to think they are.
We're gonna turn around and we're gonna go to the dumpster, squeeze right through. We're gonna squeeze through. We're gonna go to our left. And you can see the blue triangle making us climb up. It's gonna fall forward. And it's gonna get stuck. We need that dumpster. So what we're going to do is walk forward, and we're gonna get to this light. We're gonna turn to the left. And shine it. And once the tentacle disappears, what we're going to do is go grab our dumpster. We're gonna go to the other side. And we're gonna push it to the metal gate back there, as you can see with the ghostly outline. We're gonna hop up. Drop down. And you can see our next memory, the pamphlets.
Traveling somewhere would be great. Just get out of this town for a while, live someplace sunny.
I have the residency.
Oh, right, the residency. I mean, I know that's important for you.
James.
No, I get it. You have to focus on your work. I just thought maybe you could take a break, you know?
James. Why are you here?
We're gonna turn around. We're gonna hop on top of this truck. And we're gonna move towards that green light as we can squeeze through the gap. Continue going on with the path, and on our right side is going to be another graffiti on the still wall.
Safe zone. I wish it was.
Back away, and behind us is going to be our next graffiti. And then from there, we're going to turn to the right, and you're going to see this purple neon sign. We can squeeze underneath it. We're going to run a bit forward until we see the vision of the boy, and then we're going to turn around. Once we turn around, we're going to go towards this fire escape, which is right next to the purple neon sign. We're gonna go all the way slightly to the top, turn to the right, and we're gonna hop right down. And we're gonna go into this blue building right in front of us. Once you go into the blue building to the left, underneath the laptop is going to be our next item. Close the choke, start the aux pump, start fill, wait for light, and start the ignition and open the choke. That's basically the directions that we need to do. So we're gonna run to the generator and do that. So we're going to close the choke, flip on the pump, the fuel, and right when it turns red, we're gonna hit the ignition and we're gonna open up the choke. And then we're gonna turn around and we're gonna interact with the platform, and it's gonna go up. We're gonna turn around and we're gonna interact with the gate and basically go back up the fire escape and make our way across. Once we land, you can see the glowing memory right in front of us. So you just need to interact with it.
Biochemistry? I figured, but still.
Why is that funny?
I mean, that's just... You have to be smart to do that. And here I am with my cameras, like, woo, look at me, I want to make a movie. Meanwhile, you're going to save the world or something. That's cool. You're a cool person.
Once she backs away, what we're going to do is go towards the light. And we're going to bring that light to our left. To the tree, to the tree. Slightly drag it down so we could take away the tentacle. We're going to back out. And you already can see the paper on the bench. And all you have to do is interact with it. That's going to be our item. From there, we're gonna go forward. You could go to the left or the right of the police car. We're gonna go to behind the police car. We're gonna run up the stairs, go through this small little gap, turn to the left, and we're gonna push the dumpster all the way to the end until it falls. Once it falls, we're gonna go across, turn to the right, and go down the fire escape. From the fire escape, we're gonna grab this dumpster right in front of us, and we're gonna drag it to our left and push it through the small little gap that's right there. We're gonna turn to the right and we're gonna run through this gap, and we're gonna grab our lovely dumpster from the other side, and we're gonna push it into that gap. When we push it from that gap, we're gonna back away. We're gonna go up the stairs, and you're gonna see the graffiti right on our left.
Wonder what her deal is.
Once we do that, we're gonna turn around. We're gonna run across our newly made bridge, climb all the way to the top, follow the walkway until we get to this window. We're gonna climb through the window, and right in front of us is another item that we need to pick up.
Cute.
We're gonna walk through, and the one that's closest to us, not the closest, my mistake, the one that's further from us is going to be our item.
Even then, he was like this.
We're gonna go to the projector, and then we're gonna hit our lovely, in this order, make sure you are paying attention. We're gonna have to hit the power button, hit the motor, film, light, and then shutter, and then hit connect. This is pretty much scripted. There's no collectibles, and it's just you playing as a boy going through the lab.
I wish this crystallography was better. So much noise in there.
I can try to clean it up a little bit.
Great. Power's out again.
What happened to the backup generator?
No idea. I'm gonna go find someone to talk to about this.
We're gonna follow along with the path, and it's just simply you breaking down doors with the A button. We're gonna turn to the left and break down this door. And then continue going through and go to the left, and we're gonna run up the stairs. We're gonna take a left and break down this door. And then once we go to the right, this double door is gonna take 3 hits. Follow along the path. And right when you reach the top of the stairs, this section is now over. Once we get a chance to move, we're gonna turn to our left, and we're gonna go through this door. Make your way down the stairs, and you already can see the glowing popcorn. Must be really good if it's glowing. Look at all that steam.
Wow, that was great. The editing was just really smooth.
Totally inaccurate, though. Viruses don't behave like that.
Mia, you sometimes have to suspend your disbelief to enjoy something.
I don't like pseudoscience in big-budget movies. It's harmful.
Alright, fine. It sucks. The movie sucked. Happy?
James.
Simply right in front of us is going to be our fire exit. Push it open. We're gonna call down the elevator, and we're gonna get inside of it. Right when we run out, we're gonna follow the path. And right when we get to the big open area, to the right is going to be on the table, is our next item. Back, turn around, and what we're going to do is go down this ladder. And once right next to the fire exit is going to be our graffiti.
A little on the nose.
We're gonna go up to get our item. up the stairs to get our item, and right next to the sign, it's going to be our next note. I don't know why I say note, it's our item. It's going to give us solitude. This time we're going to go all the way down the stairs. And immediate to our left is going to be a graffiti.
Okay.
And this time, if you remember from the boy with the cutscene, we're going to run to the high school. That's going to be our next area.
Do I really have to go here?
Go right next to the tentacle. And we're going to go right through the fence. And follow away until we go up the stairs. At this point, we're going into chapter 4. We're really close to completing the game. As right when you get through, we're going to go to our first door on the right.
Come on.
And we're going to interact with our glowing memory book that's sitting on the desk.
And can anyone tell me what ATP stands for?
Adenosine triphosphate.
I know you can, Mia. I was hoping someone else in the class would volunteer for once. Now, can anyone except Mia tell me the role that ATP plays in our bodies?
We're going to interact with the item right next to it, the memory. And then from there, we're going to go behind the teacher's desk. And there's going to be an item in there. Make sure to flip it. And then once you grab that, we're going to leave the room. Go to our left. And on our left is going to be a corkboard. Interact with the note on it. Not the note, the item. And once you do that, we're going to run forward into the atrium. And then we're going to go around the board, around the square desk. And we're going to interact with this drawer. The great tree of life. We're going to flip it.
That's right. I remember.
We're going to go through this wooden door. And we're going to go to our left. And you can see the memory right there.
Well, of course she's going to win.
Then why do you sound so unhappy?
I suggested she should be making friends, and she said, I don't want friends.
Not everyone has a lot of friends. It's okay.
It's not okay. It's pathological. Life is all about connection. You know that.
Maybe she's connected in a different way.
Maybe.
Once we get that, we're going to go behind this desk right here. And we're going to interact with the drawer. And that's going to give us our note. Our item. I don't know why I keep saying note, but once we grab that, we're going to run back out here. And you're going to see the graffiti.
Counting something?
Once we get to the graffiti, what we're going to do is turn around. And once we turn around, we're going to go to our keypad, and the keypad is going to be 1111. Just all ones and hit OK.
The kids would have guessed that one too.
What we're going to do is climb up the ladder. Look to the right, go through that door, and you already can see the corkboard through the door with a interaction. We're going to run to it and grab the item. This is going to give us say no. This is a bullying poster.
I don't recall this poster having much of an effect.
We're going to turn around. We're going to go through the open door. We're going to turn to our left and follow the pathway into a classroom. Once we open up the door, the wooden door, at this point, we're going to be in a looping hallway. So this is what you need to do.
Mia, pay attention.
We're going to go to the right.
Am I back in school again?
And then we're going to take our left door.
Mia, why aren't you working with your group?
I can't believe they're making me do this.
Then we're going to go to our left
You won't
one,
get anywhere with an attitude like that.
the left wall.
Why are you keeping me here? This is a waste of time.
Then we're going to go to our right,
Hey, all by
the
yourself. again?
furthest one.
Why do they keep talking to me?
And right when you get through here,
Everyone is connected, Mia.
it says you can't do this. So we're going to go to our left.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
And once we go through the store, it's going to be one little desk right here with our item. That's going to be all of our items so far. The achievement might pop here, but most likely it's going to pop when we get the rest of them, aka the last graffiti. So we're going to back up, hit A, and we're just going to keep and just go to the next door.
Thank you all for attending the science fair this evening. We had a lot of very impressive projects this year. Take a few more moments to mill around, look at the projects, and ask our young scientists some questions. The awards will start soon.
We're going to turn to the
I must be getting
We're gonna go
close.
to into the gym, which is to our right, and we're gonna turn to the left, and we're just gonna follow the pathway because there's no way to go around. But we're gonna interact with the memory of the science project, and once we interact with the memory, you should get total recall.
Mia, where have you been? The judges wanted to ask you some questions.
I'm not sure what the point is.
You've done all this work, and at the last moment you lose your nerve?
Mia, you started this. Now it's time to finish it.
What you want to do is turn it around, and what we're going to do is continue following the path past the tentacles, and we're gonna mess with this mini generator. You don't have to do anything, luckily. As once it turns on, we need to mess with the light and point it to the tentacles to get rid of it.
The awards will begin in just a moment, so if everyone can please find a seat in the auditorium, we'll get underway.
Our goal is to make it to the auditorium, so just follow the signs, which is upstairs.
We seem to be missing someone. Mia Lawrenson? If Mia Lawrenson is out there, please come to the auditorium. You're missing something very important, Mia. Mia, I've been told that you seem upset about something. Whatever it is, now's not the time to act out. Everyone's waiting for you.
Once you get past the wooden doors, you turn to the left.
Aha, here we go. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Will Mia Lawrenson please come to the stage?
We're gonna climb up the stairs, and we're gonna interact with the podium,
No need to be shy, Mia. This is your moment.
and a cutscene's gonna play out. From here, when you get the chance to move, just simply turn around, and our last two graffitis are right beside the doors.
Just gotta keep going.
That's one, and then the other one is on the other side, and you should get the street art achievement.
Stay safe. Stay safe.
Now we're in the last 10 to 15 minutes, and all you have to do is run down the metro and get on the train. Once you get on the train, all you have to do is turn to the left and just walk towards the end.
You have to be independent, Mia. Do you understand? I can't always be there for you. It's just you and me, Mia. Just you and me against the world.
At this point, once you make it to the end, it's going to teleport you to many
I'm
ways.
sorry, but
All you
I
have to do
don't
is make it to the end and just keep
Let's
on
do
going
that.
through the doors.
But I don't need your help. You and me and everyone else, we're all made of these little things called cells.
We're all a part of life.
Once we're here, all you do is wait for the train to stop.
End of the line. End of the line. Would all passengers please disembark at this time? Thank you.
Right when the train stops, you could just run forward where the tentacle is. Screws right through, and just simply hug around and go up the stairs. And you're gonna see the kid once again.
Wait! I still need
Follow him
something
into the
from you.
tree. And we're going into chapter 6. From right here, we're gonna follow the boy. He's gonna run away. We're just gonna climb right over these lockers. Go to the left. We're gonna climb onto these wooden crates. Go into the awning. Look to our left, and we're gonna keep on going, and we gotta keep on following the kid.
Wait for me! Please!
Go down the broken railing, hop down, and just walk forward. And just run down.
The train is about to depart.
And you're gonna see the kid, he's gonna run inside. All you do is follow right after him.
I won't be afraid. I promise.
Turn to our left, and we're gonna go down this little hallway. Little train section. Crawl underneath and squeeze through the gap. And once you squeeze through the gap, you're basically done with the game. And we just need one more achievement, which is going to be after the end game credits. I will be skipping the end credits because it does take a little bit for it to end. So I'm gonna be cutting it to where it ends and when we go into the main menu. Once you make it to the main menu, you can see a new option unlocked, and that's going to be gallery. We're gonna go right into the gallery, and it's just simply you running to the end, as there's really nothing else to do here. This is all the collectibles you and everything you interacted with throughout the game, and all you have to do is just run to the end. Sadly, you can't duck underneath the pipes, so it's the grueling 1 minute and 30 seconds of running through here, maybe less, but that's the only thing that's left over for this. So, but after we get through this, that's basically the end of the game. And well, I hope you guys enjoy this guide, and hopefully this was a bit enjoyable. Maybe not, but I hope you guys could give me any other games you want me to complete, as I'm fine if it's on Game Pass or any other game which is on PC, PlayStation, or whatnot. I will gladly do it for you. But as we make it to the wooden gate, I hope to see you guys next time.